Got my eyes on the scoreboard, feeling the thrill. Moneyline show where I call for play still. Betting on the underdog, watching the odds rise. Smart choices, big wins, that's how we survive. Line shifting fast like the wind at my back. Reading the game, making my pick never lack. Feel the rush when the clock ticks, the tension mounts high. Moneyline show where every bet can turn to sky. Moneyline show, feeling the heat, making smart picks, betting fate. Underdogs win, overtimes fall. Moneyline show, where dreams can be tall. Watching the crowd, cheering for the team. Moneyline show, where we dream and scheme. Odds changing, heart racing, bets placed with care. Moneyline show, where we chase the rare. Moneyline show, feeling the thrill, understanding odds, betting still. Big wins come, small losses too. Moneyline show, where winners pursue. Moneyline show, feeling alive in the moment where we thrive. Making smart choices, understanding why. Moneyline show, where dreams can fly.
All right. And we are here for Moneyline. I am your host, the best podcast host in the universe, Steve Cully. And with me, as always, it's go time. And he hasn't slept in 3 weeks. Probably showered either. Coach Schumann.
What's going on, man? I have showered every day, so that's good.
Oh, you have? You bathed. That's positive.
Yeah,
That's positive. If we can get you to fall asleep and maybe a couple hours of sleep a night, I'd feel better. So I wanted to talk about this first because we watched it a little bit yesterday. The NFL playoffs never always go as planned, but the Texans were good. They had a rough patch, but they got
Mullins
better.
is a baller, dude. Baller.
I know. For the UConn Huskies, he's talking about the UConn Huskies Seton Hall game where certain people predicted that UConn would struggle against Seton Hall. So
It's gotten close, though. That's the only thing that
well,
I'll give Seton Hall this.
back,
They're tough guys. Well, it's at home. But
is it back to double digits?
It's 8, and they got the possession.
Yeah. So yeah. How much time's left?
I think they're going to run them right off the floor now. They got Mullins back in. They got Tarris Reed back in. They got Solo Ball back in.
Solo Ball. Yeah. How much time's left?
5 minutes.
Good. Okay.
And I don't think I noticed they're not playing some guys that they played earlier in the year more. They played some different guys now. But
yeah, he switched with Mullins.
Mullins a baller.
Yeah, he is. He was a star. And the point guard, how's he doing?
He's not
What? Oh,
foul
on us.
Yeah, they're hanging in there. We missed the 3. We shouldn't have shot. You shouldn't have shot the 3. You should have got the ball to Mullins. Get the ball to Mullins for shooting.
How's Demery doing at point?
He's a little. I mean, he's an explosive guy. He's big too, but
Yeah.
he's a little hit or miss. I think.
Did they play?
That's tough position. I mean,
Well, it's better than Ball being there. The Ball playing the 2 helps us more. Did the 7-footer get in at all? Have you seen him?
Not since I've been watching. It's been Reed.
Wow.
He may have gone in for a minute or 2. He hasn't gone in that much.
No, that's good. I mean, if they're playing Reed more minutes, that's good. That must mean he's healthy.
There's another guy that's super tall who's in.
Is it it's not Dwayne Kamara?
Stewart.
Oh, Jalen Stewart. Yes, Stewart and Ross are Joe D's favorites. So
Reed is a beast, dude. Reed's a beast.
Oh, I know. He's a force to be reckoned with. He's a force to be reckoned with.
We have some sort of connection with Michigan players coming to us.
Hey, that's why I said it's going to run out with us being in the Big East because, we're not going to have the money. That's what I worry about. Everyone is happy because basketball's succeeding, but I see that not happening in the near future.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I feel like it might be more coach-based than anything.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Gino, in 5 years, will most likely be gone.
He missed both of them, Reed.
Yeah, he's not a free throw guy.
He missed both foul shots. That's not good.
Yeah. But Hurley has openly said he's going to go to the NBA at some point. Whether it's after this year or next year, or he's not staying another 5 years.
Mm.
So,
well, if he wins the national championship, I think if he's
if he wins the national championship, he's out.
Yeah, if he's a guy that's constantly looking for more, I don't know whether he is or he isn't. Mullins had a bad turnover. Oh my God!
No, he wanted a chance.
It's 62-56.
Okay, just calm down. Game. Just calm down. It's not a ball game. Calm down. How much time's left? I'm going to get the play-by-play. How much time's left? Is it 3 minutes?
3:30.
Okay, we're all right.
We need a bucket possession here. This is a big possession. This possession will make it nearly impossible.
We're all right.
No, pass it. Oh my God! We call a foul? Oh my God!
What?
Shot clock violation.
Oh,
Hurley must be losing his mind. I want to see some Hurley here. They got some athletes. The guy that had a nice, beautiful reverse layup.
Don't say anything. You're not allowed to say anything positive about Seton Hall.
I'll tell you who's going to continue to move up if he has a great year as a coach, but he may stay there because he played there. Is Holloway?
Yes, I agree with that. He has done a great job.
He really has.
And he will move up. Yes, but I mean the whole thing with the Big East is they don't have football, so they expected more money fundraising for basketball they could spend to get better players in. And St. John's took advantage of it. I don't know that anyone else really has. Christie, that motherfucker. He's got me on. He's got notifications on. And how come it didn't come up on my comments? Oh, there it is. What was this? What was scary? You know what, Chris D? How many podcasts can you host? Chris D, I host this many podcasts just to get by. Just to get by financially. Because we don't get donations, unfortunately, like the other big podcasters do. So yeah, I this is what I do, and it's scarier getting cussed out by Joe D because Joe D gets very angry. He has very low tolerance for me. Oh, thanks, Philip, for reposting this stream. Yeah, Joe D. Scares me because he has a short fuse with me, very little tolerance, and I think he as a player he liked me. I don't think he likes me as much now, but otherwise, no. Joe Figiano, I would urinate in his Cheerios. Let's put it that way.
Wow, that's a shocker.
What? You wouldn't? You're proud of him?
I don't really care one way or the other, to be honest.
I know you don't. I know because you don't care about as much about UConn football as I do.
Dude,
it's okay.
Not looking good on mobile either. Damn
it. So I wanted to talk about the Steelers and the Texans because the Texans. I mean, it was a close game until the fourth quarter, and then the Texans scored 23 points, and it was a fumble return. Aaron Rodgers had I think a sack fumble, and that kind of broke things open and it was the first road playoff win for the Texans. Now, my question to you would be, do you see CJ Stroud now as a made man?
He's a heck of a player. He's doing great. He's close. Close.
Yeah.
If he not is, he's close.
And we've seen so many rookie quarterbacks in the last few years struggle. And he is one that is not. Drake May obviously is not. But like Justin Fields, Caleb Williams struggled until this year. Trevor Lawrence had an off year last season. Cam Ward, my God, was atrocious this season. Bo Nix.
Oh my God.
What?
It's 62-60.
So they've scored in 3 minutes? Jesus. Now I gotta wait. No, I gotta wait and see what happens. I can't have Zanato will be right, and then he'll be gloating tomorrow. And I can't have that. Just go inside to the big man. Listen, I'm a pretty cheap guy. I have TiVo. Did Rodgers help Green Bay go to the Super Bowl? He beat Dallas. Okay, so apparently you haven't watched TV in a while. Rodgers is not on Green Bay anymore. He's on the Steelers. And no, he did not help them go to the Super Bowl. They didn't get past the first round of the playoffs. They lost to the Texans in horrific fashion last night. Yeah, I'm sorry, Hans Gruber. That's a great name. Oh, we've seen you before.
Oh, Hans Gruber, that's our boy.
Hans Gruber's back. Yeah. You watch our shows.
That's our boy. Welcome, Hans.
Well, Chris Christie's our boy, even though we wish.
We love Hans Gruber, though.
Christie is our Batman. We don't know his identity. We don't know who he is. He could be Bruce Wayne.
Hans Gruber, you're the man.
Listen. Oh, he was trying to make me laugh. Okay. I saw Des did not control the ball. I'll check my TiVo later. So Hans has the Seinfeld sarcastic sense of humor. That's all that counts. But I'm asking again. Okay, so Houston wins. Aaron Rodgers, he has a decent season with Pittsburgh. 42 years old. Was this his swan song? Would you ever want him on your NFL team to quarterback? Like, I think if, Joe Flacco was relevant and got a contract, now what? Do we miss something? Can they tie the game? You're ignoring me.
Reed's at the line. We're up 4. Minute 12. Okay. He makes these good. 2. It's basically probably
no,
over.
It's not. It's a 2-possession game, but we got to stop them from the 3. And Reed's not a good free throw shooter.
I think Aaron Rodgers may retire, but he seems like he's not he doesn't think to himself that he's going to retire.
Well, he didn't have a horrible year. I mean, he was in a different system in Pittsburgh where, he wasn't asked to sling it around like he normally does. He passed for 3,300 yards, 24 touchdowns, 7 interceptions.
Right.
I mean, that's considered very good. That's above average compared to other quarterbacks. So, I mean, I think with the right team and system, like he could go and continue to play if he wanted to. But I know he's also weird and he drinks ayahuasca, which I'd love to try. But I mean, I don't see him making a decision immediately for him coming back. But the other thing that's interesting is because Houston won, the Bills, our hometown Bills, are going to play the Broncos, which I think is a better matchup. Now, Aaron Rodgers only threw for 146 against the Texans. So, I mean, CJ Stroud was 21 of 32 for 250. I think that's great. But see, the problem was Pittsburgh couldn't run the ball. Their leading rusher had 42 yards. So I think that definitely hampered them. But Buffalo playing
65-64.
What you just said they were up 4. What, did he miss both free throws?
No, he made one.
And wouldn't they hit a 3?
They hit a 3. Wait, they scored. He hit one. Yeah, no, I guess he missed both, right? He hit a 3. They were up 4. He missed both again.
Yeah, he missed both. Yeah, that's why they foul Reed.
I mean,
how much time's left?
40 seconds.
All right, we got the ball.
We do have the ball.
All right, just score. Just give it to Solo and get out of his way. Give it to Solo or get it to Mullins.
What do you think about DeMarco Ryan? That's the coach, right?
DeMeco Ryans, yes. He was a steal as a hire. I think he was great. He had interviewed several times before. He did not get the job. So I'm happy that he's doing well and turned Houston around because he's well respected. He's considered a good coach. The other guy, I was thrilled to see the Eagles lose, obviously, because I used to be a Giants fan. And Christian McCaffrey's unbelievable. But the other guy who I think is going to have a chance at a hire is Robert Saleh, the DC for the 49ers. He was the head coach in the worst situation and on the universe, the Jets. Right. I think Saleh gets another chance.
Okay.
Would you give Saleh another shot? I mean, his defense in San Fran has been very good the last couple of years. The last year, sorry. He got fired.
Ball, scores, and the foul.
And one. Good.
And one.
All right, he'll make his free throw. So that'll put us up 4.
Loses his mind.
All right, good. How much time's left?
Wait. Oh, they called it on the floor.
That's fine. They must have fouls to give. Oh, the basket didn't count?
No.
Fuck. All right, well, we get a fresh shot clock. How much time?
No, he's at the line, though. He's at the line for a 1-on-1, I guess. He'll make it. He better make it.
If he doesn't, I'm going to come fight you.
They're like youth players in college with the foul line. Nothing worse than the foul line with youth players.
Yeah, but no, Robert Saleh, I mean, do you think that he has a shot at getting hired in this coaching cycle?
I wouldn't hire him.
You what?
I don't think you.
What are you? You're anti Muslims? You don't like the Muslims?
No, he's terrible with the Jets.
Everyone's terrible with the Jets. Aaron Glenn won 1 game with the Jets.
He won 3, I think.
No. They won 1 game.
The Jets won 3 this year.
They did they? No, they didn't.
They did. I'm just telling you, they won 3.
You're kidding me.
I'm not kidding you. Oh shit!
God damn it! All right, they won 3, but they were 0 whatever forever, and they just won the last couple out of pity. So I don't care, but I'm asking. So okay, so you're saying Aaron Glenn's a better coach than Robert Saleh? They're both defensive coordinators. Glenn came from Detroit. Saleh is now with San Fran, and I think he had a great game plan against Jalen Hurts. You don't think that he'll get hired in this coaching cycle? Now, the other question.
Well, you could be right on is that
I'm right on everything. All right, can you just tell me what's going on, please? Did he make the?
They're up 3.
Did he make? Okay.
What I'm saying is you might be right on is that
they're up 3, so he only made 1. God damn it! How much time's left?
25 seconds.
Okay, Seton Hall has the ball. So let's see if they hold for 1 shot. Do you think the head coach of the Ravens is leaving? Hans Gruber, I love you and I love your humor. Yes, the head coach of the Ravens is long gone. He was fired. What?
That's game.
Did you say that's game or tie game?
Should be that. There should be that.
Okay, good. They're going to foul someone. You still haven't told me how much time's left.
11 seconds. They missed the shot. We have the ball.
Okay, good. So I can post something to Mark Zanato. But yeah,
he's going to say to you they played him tough or that kind of a deal.
But. Yeah, UConn played probably awful. They probably played their worst game and beat Seton Hall. And
it's at Seton Hall.
They haven't beaten Seton Hall. They lost to them last year as well. Hans Gruber, I love your sense of humor. John Harbaugh got fired after 18 years. And we want the Giants to hire him. The Jets are not looking at him because they are keeping Aaron Glenn. The Titans are looking at him. Miami is looking at him. Yes, that is all true. That is all true. I think he should go to the Giants. I think the Giants would be stupid to pass him up. We have made so many shit hires the last few times. I mean, Pat Shurmur, my God, we could have got Dave to coach the Giants instead of Pat Shurmur. Joe Judge, yeah, Joe Judge. He's a real winner. We could have got Dave to coach the Giants then. And then Dayball was just a lunatic who fired Wink Martindale, one of the best defensive coordinators he ever had. And they crumbled. And Daniel Jones is going to come back and he is going to continue the revival of his career. Oh, I didn't know this. Did you know this? The Steelers fired Tomlin?
I thought. Oh, I didn't know they fired him. I thought.
No, he's stepping down. Apparently.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Holy crap! I didn't know that.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, I saw it today because the Ravens were.
They won the division. I mean, I know that they wanted him out. There was a new general manager and all this, but he won the division. It's not like he got a wild card position. They went 10-7. They play in a tough ass division, and they won it. And Aaron Rodgers loved him, played hard for him. God, if Tomlin's available, He's another guy I would go in on. But I know people don't like retreads, and everyone wants the young hot shots. And I just, that bothers me so much. And the other thing I wanted to ask you about, so on the NFC side, we have the Rams. I think the Rams are playing the Seahawks. The Seahawks were the number 1 seed because the Vikings were too stupid to sign Sam Darnold back. They played great all year. They're in the same division, but the 49ers did lose George Kittle with a torn Achilles, unfortunately. But I just think Brock Purdy, he's such a great facilitator. Christian McCaffrey is unbelievable. He didn't have a ton of rushing yards against the Eagles, but he had 2 touchdowns. He had a great pass. They ran a great play. The wheel route. They did like a post wheel in the red zone with the speed motion opposite. It was a great play. So that was what I was asking. Do you think San Francisco or the Seahawks here? I just think, the Seahawks, Sam Darnold, he has thrown more interceptions than typical, but they have been a juggernaut this whole year. San Fran, they spent a lot of games being. Is it over? They win.
Yeah, they won. Yeah.
Okay, so you can pay attention now.
I'm
just saying that San Fran had a stretch where there were a lot of injuries. They were playing with the backup quarterback, the dude from Alabama. What's his name? The one that was drafted by New England and got. Okay, you don't know. You can't remember.
May?
No. He was the backup for San Fran. He was drafted by New England, and
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones, yes, they had to play a stretch with Mac Jones. Purdy got healthy, it came back. McCaffrey's healthy. They got their tough defense. Semi-tough defense. But I just think that they are going to do phenomenal. To hold the Eagles under 20 points, I think is a win. They're the defending Super Bowl champs. They were coming in as a 3 seed. I think it's going to be a tough game for Seattle, but I think they are a juggernaut. They are at home. What do you think for this one?
I like San Fran.
I like San Fran too. I like Shanahan as a coach. I like his philosophy. And it's crazy because, Seattle is coming in as a 7.5 point favorite. San Fran went 12-5, and they did it. Again, with a stretch where Mac Jones played a lot, and Brock Purdy only had 20 touchdowns. He had 10 interceptions, and he only had 2,100 yards, 2,160 yards passing. So Darnold had 4,000 yards passing, 25 touchdowns, but he had the 14 interceptions. So that's the only thing that works for me. They both run the ball well. Christian McCaffrey, he had 1,200 yards rushing on the year. Seattle's got Walker. Walker has had 1,000 yards rushing. And how about this? The 49ers leading receiver, Christian McCaffrey, with 924 yards.
Unbelievable.
It was just because I think the one guy got hurt. They didn't have great receivers this year. Um, Seattle has an incredible receiver. Smith, I can't say his last name, but he had 1,700 yards receiving. And then defensively, you have Williams, who had 7 sacks for Seattle. And San Fran didn't have a big pass rush. They had 4 sacks, but their best pass rusher had 4 sacks. But I know they blitz a lot. The injury report: Trent Williams is questionable with a hamstring that would hurt them. Luke Gifford is one of their leading. He was their leading. It's not Luke Griffin. I'm sorry. Winters is one of their leading tacklers. He's questionable as well. But DeMarcus Lawrence is questionable for Seattle. He's the big one. But again, I mean, Darnold threw for 4,000 yards, but to only have 25 touchdowns and you threw for 4,000 yards, to me, that ratio is off. McCaffrey had 17 total touchdowns on the year. I just think with him and Purdy playing the way he is, I would pick them with the points, obviously. I don't know if I would pick them outright. Darnold has not been the greatest in the playoffs, but according to ESPN, Seattle has a 58.8% chance of winning. San Fran, 41.2. Who do you like? You going with San Fran?
Yeah, I like San Fran.
Okay. Now this one,
what's the points on it?
7. They're Seattle's -7.5. That's why I think I would take San Fran with the points, but I think Seattle may win outright. So the next game was, we watched the Bears and the Packers. I'm surprised Matt LaFleur didn't get fired. But
I am a little surprised at that, by the way. I didn't think he did a great job this year.
No, I didn't either. But you got to give it to Ben Johnson. And that's what my Uncle Tom was saying, who lives by you. He's the Jersey guy. He said that, being in that system, what he did with Caleb Williams has, had struggled the last 2 years. He had Matt Eberflus, and he ended up getting fired. He had different coordinators. I think they tried changing his throwing motion, and I think he was the number 1 pick in the draft. And again, it's a situation where they don't wait long; they move on. But he figured it out this year. They ended up being the 2 seed, and they're playing the Rams. The Rams arguably are like one of the hottest teams, because with Matthew Stafford, the way he's playing, it's just it's mind-blowing to watch how good he is. And the Rams also finished 12-5. So looking at this one, the Bears haven't won a playoff game since I can't even remember. The Rams are the favorite going in. They're -4.5. Stafford had, holy crap. Stafford, he's going to end up being the NFL MVP. He had 46 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, threw for 4,700 yards. Caleb Williams threw for 3,900 yards, 27 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Both teams have a very good running game. The Rams have Williams. The Bears have Deontay Swift. Williams had 1,200 yards rushing. Swift had just over 1,000. The guy that stepped up last week was Puka. He had a great game. He led the Rams this season with 129 catches. The leading receiver for Caleb Williams was his tight end, Loveland, with 58 catches and 713 yards. Now, they both have a good pass rush. The Rams have Young, a linebacker, outside linebacker. He had 12 sacks. The Bears had Montez Sweat, who had 10 sacks. So I don't like the Bears in the playoffs. I know it's at Soldier Field. I know Matthew Stafford playing in the cold is challenging. But what are your thoughts here?
I like. Well, is it at L.A.?
No. The Rams were the 2 seed, so it's in Chicago. That's why I said.
I like Chicago.
You're going with Chicago, you bastard! Really?
Yeah.
You think Caleb Williams is going to show up in the playoffs and beat Matthew Stafford?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, the Rams struggled a little bit to beat the Panthers, who I thought were atrocious. They beat them 34-31. So I'll give you that. All right. So you see an NFC championship of Seattle and the Bears, 1-2, just like they planned it. So on the other side, now
I
the
see
Bills.
San Francisco and the Bears.
I'm sorry, San Francisco. Sorry.
Yeah.
So the other side, we had the Bills Jaguars game was incredible. Now the Jaguars were the 3 seed coming in, but I believe they won 13 or 14 games. They had an incredible season. And Buffalo just it was their first road playoff win since the 90s. Let's put it that way. I think this has to be Buffalo's year because Kansas City's out. I think, Kansas City has always been Buffalo's kryptonite. I think if the Bills are to get to the Super Bowl, this is their year. So it's the Bills at the Broncos. I think the Broncos, the AFC West was a dumpster fire. Kansas City was awful, most of the year. I know they finished 8-9. The Raiders, I don't need to say anything else about them. But what do you think? Josh Allen, he was banged up, and I didn't like that.
Pulled away to me.
Yeah, that's
they might lose that one receiver who tore his ACL.
No, Gabe Davis. Yeah, I know he's out. Yeah, Gabe Davis is out. But they did a nice job with Keon Coleman and the other guys they have. They have 2 great tight ends, and they have the best running back in football. They struggled to run the ball against Jacksonville. That's what really hurt them. Cook couldn't get going. So Josh Allen took over, but he took a beating. And that's the only thing that scared me. I mean, he rolled his ankle. He almost got concussed. Like, he is messed up. So I just hope they're able to get him enough rest this week where he's good. I mean, he's a warrior. He's good to go. So I'm not. I mean, Sean Payton has done. He's been remarkable in this 3-year reclamation process, and he's done a great job with Bo Nix. I think Buffalo too. I think Buffalo is, again, they came in as the 6th seed. They say it was a strategic move because they wanted to rest their players and get healthy. They didn't care about home field advantage. And in the past, it's played out often that way where the teams that play more end up in the Super Bowl. The teams with the buys, and we'll talk about that with college too, the layoffs end up hurting. So the Patriots were the 2 seed, and they are playing, because remember now only one team gets a bye.
Right.
The Patriots play the Chargers. The Chargers looked atrocious. I didn't think the Patriots looked great either. But Mike Vrabel, again, he's done, as you would say, a phenomenal job bringing the Patriots back to relevancy, where they win the AFC East. They shut down Jim Harbaugh, and they are playing the Texans. Now, again, the Texans, I think their win over the Steelers was more dominant. The Patriots, I didn't think looked as good. Drake May is arguably an MVP candidate right now. I'm just double checking his numbers. I'm sorry. Drake May against the Chargers, he had 268, a touchdown, and an interception. And he led the team in rushing as well. But on the season, he had 4,300 yards passing, 31 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Not bad for the second-year quarterback. And it's amazing that he didn't play this well with Belichick there. Belichick wasn't there. I'm sorry. With Gerard Mayo. Gerard Mayo. What do you see for this one? Do you think, would you go with New England over the Texans, or you think the Texans are too hot? CJ Stroud will be tough to contain. Or are you a Mike Vrabel guy and going with him? New England is favored by 3 points.
I think I'm going to go with New England, as much as I hate them.
Yeah, I'm going to go with New England as well. I think Vrabel's done a good job. I mean, he came in and cleaned up his fucking shit. That's what he had. He just said shit. So, college football, the transfer portal is in full swing. We talked about it Monday with UConn, the guys they brought in. They brought in a decent class, but again, I mean, it's tough. It's tough. There's so many kids in the portal, and I was looking at it, and basically, out of the kids in the portal, it's like 5,000 or 6,000. I think 30% have been signed. That's it. So the college football playoffs is ongoing. And the shock here is obviously Miami. Miami wasn't even supposed to be in the playoffs. Everyone thought that Notre Dame was going to get in. Miami would not. They had to, because the ACC was so disgusting, they had to take the 5 top-ranked conference champions. And that's how James Madison and Tulane got in, which pushed Notre Dame out. Notre Dame is guaranteed a spot, depending on the ranking, in like the top 5 or whatever. Now they changed, and it pissed me off because as soon as Notre Dame gets left out of the playoffs, they change the rules, basically saying if Notre Dame is ranked in the top 12, they automatically get in. So I just hate how the NCAA kowtows to Notre Dame. I understand why they do, because they think Notre Dame. I loathe Notre Dame. I hate Notre Dame with a passion because everyone thinks football was invented at Notre Dame. Like
the Ivy League invented football.
Right. But I mean, the idiots, like people love Notre Dame and think football was invented there. like they're the
Right.
greatest ever, or this and that. Notre Dame hasn't won a national championship since they shared the title in 1990. So how
Right.
great have they been? And when they played in the
Is that when Lou Holtz was there?
yes, they tied with Colorado.
Mm.
That's when they had the Rocket.
Mm.
They shared the national championship with Colorado, and Colorado shouldn't have won it because that was the year of the fifth down, if you remember that. They probably don't, but do you remember the fifth down?
The fifth down?
Colorado won a game against Missouri at the end of the game because the officials got the down markers wrong and gave them a fifth down.
Oh, yeah, I do. You know what? I do remember that. That was Missouri.
Yes, Colorado, Missouri.
I remember that. I don't remember watching that game, but I remember the highlights.
I didn't watch it either. I just remember ESPN did like an in-depth piece on it a couple of years. Like I think that was 5 years ago, but on an anniversary because it affected so many. It affected so many lives. Like the Missouri coach got fired or something. I can't remember, but they would have knocked off Colorado. Notre Dame would have been champs. Notre Dame last won their outright college football national championship, I believe, in '88. That was their last year. So Notre Dame, and since Notre Dame has been in the college football playoffs, they've gotten destroyed in the championship games. Like I don't think it's been close. I still remember the one with Manti Te'o after he was catfished by a man, and he was claiming he was dedicating games and the season to his fake girlfriend.
I remember that.
That made me so angry because and I told you to watch it. I don't know if you did. Did you watch The Untold on Netflix on Manti Te'o? You didn't.
I watched part of it.
Okay, you got to watch it.
Yeah, I did watch part of it, but I don't remember.
Well, it affected his whole life. I mean, after that, he felt had he come out his junior year, he would have been like a top 15 draft pick. Because all that happened, he ended up being a second round pick by the Chargers. He had an injury riddled career, didn't play very long. I think he played 6 years and was a disappointment. But I think it was all based on that situation. Either he was just stupid, like how stupid could you be, and complicit because he's going along with this. I thought he was using it to gain sympathy and got himself to the. He was like fifth in the Heisman voting. He got to go to New York for it. And I think it was all because, every second he kept bringing up the girl's name and dedicating his season to her. That pissed me off. Anyway, so the NCAA changed their format, whatever. Indiana, I just think it's Indiana's year. I don't care who you put them up against. Kurt Signetti has, solved the riddle. I mean, he's figured it out. And I think that's incredible for him. The last 2 years after, I think he's won 10 plus games the last 2 years, which hadn't happened in Indiana since, since like the 50s, I think. It was something crazy like that. But, Oregon really struggled because of turnovers. And people talk about Dante Moore. Do you think he should come back for another year? Do you think he's ready for the NFL? What are your thoughts on Dante Moore as a quarterback?
Dante Moore, I don't think he's ready.
Yeah, I don't think he's ready either.
I just don't. I mean,
I think he's a system guy. He's played in a great system, and he had good numbers because of it. But I mean, Indiana wins 56-22, and Oregon. Yeah, and Oregon had a tougher game against freaking James Madison. They gave up. It ended up being, I think, 50-something to 35 to James Madison. They gave up points.
Right on. Yep.
So I mean, I think Oregon is they spent a ton of money, $40 million plus to buy the best team. And, that's what's been turning me off of college football, because it's who has the most money. It's not about recruiting. It's not about developing players. It's not about loyalty. And it pisses me the hell off. It's about basically who can buy the best team. Oh, Hans Gruber, who would I like to see in the Super Bowl? I'm going to create an I Hate Notre Dame cereal.
What did he say?
Hans Gruber. Oh, man. If Hans Gruber would ever come on the show, I'd have him on the show. I'd send him the link to come on. No Warner or Bosa, which is sad. Yes, you're very true. That is very true. Bosa is out, and so is Warner. Hans Gruber said, I'm going to create an I Hate Notre Dame cereal. And he said he's going to contact General Mills. Hans Gruber, as long as can I get like 10% of that when it goes through? Because an I Hate Notre Dame cereal would be super popular. But so Indiana, Miami, the team that was never supposed to get in, never supposed to succeed. I think they just went into FU mode and said, we're going to prove everyone wrong. And they ended up beating Ole Miss, and they're going to the championship. And again, it's a team that the teams that have had buys have all ended up losing. So do you think that the buys are creating too long of a layoff? I know they're trying to reward college football teams and everything, but do you think it's creating too long of a layoff?
Yeah, I do. I think they should play right away.
Yeah. And I mean, it would interfere with the Army-Navy game. That's typically the game after the season ends. But I think that the way they're scheduling crap now, I mean, it's every night. Like I think this was the first year there was a Monday Night Football playoff game. So
yeah, I didn't do anything like that. Yeah, I mean, I thought that was great, to be honest. But
I did too. I mean, the first year when they expanded the playoffs to the 8 teams, they did like a wild card weekend where there were like 3 or 4 games in a row. It was like wild. It was crazy to do it that way. So they started spreading it out, and this year I think there was there a Friday night game, 2 Saturday games, 2 Sunday games, and the Monday night game. It was something like that. No, I'm sorry. The college football games were Thursday and Friday because the NFL played Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's why it was done.
Come here, Troy.
But what did you think about Indiana obviously dominating Oregon?
What?
You're muted.
Sorry. Good. What do I think about Indiana?
Dominating Oregon the way they did.
They're the best team by far.
Yeah, I think
mental upset.
I think that everyone was talking about Miami up front. And, that was the reason my my good friend Dominic Tripp loves college football, and he predicted this that Miami would roll against Ohio State because they were better up front and they were going to be more physical, and they knocked around Ohio State and ended up winning. Miami knocked around Ole Miss. Ole Miss was in a tough situation because Lane Kiffin pulled back like three of his coaches. He let Charlie Weiss stay because he was calling the plays, but he pulled back like the running back coach and two others. So they only had two coaches, but Golding wasn't concerned because he's like, we have a massive staff because college football now, it's not just like when I coached where it was 10 full-time coaches. Now you can have 5,000. So they had enough staff members to handle it, but I still thought, and Lane Kiffin was getting a $150,000 bonus for every game that Ole Miss won in the playoffs, which I still thought was ridiculous. Do you blame Lane Kiffin for leaving Ole Miss for LSU? I mean, do you think? It's very difficult to get kids to come to Ole Miss. Obviously,
Why do you say that?
Well, it's in Mississippi. It's not like a destination that people want to go to. They live and die in football. Recruiting is difficult as far as the SEC goes because, like LSU, you don't have to leave Louisiana if you don't want to. You're around. You're close to everything. You're close to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Texas, and Ole Miss. You're kind of out there, and it doesn't have the same facilities. They're behind the ball there. The stadium and the money was, that was the biggest factor. Lane Kiffin, most coaches don't do this, but the first question he asked was, how much money am I going to have for players? That's what he wanted to know. That was his biggest concern. Because in this day and age, if you don't have money, it doesn't matter. Like, you can talk about loyalty, the love of the game, all that. The kids want the green. It's all about the Benjamins. Who's going to pay me? For how long? How's it going to work? The NIL contracts. So he got more money for the players than he would have had at Ole Miss. Now, the coaching contract was allegedly very similar. Like Ole Miss was going to match whatever LSU paid him, but he still goes to LSU. Do you think Lane Kiffin is a douchebag for doing that? He did it to Tennessee. He left Tennessee after a year for USC. He flamed out at USC. His personal life was a mess. He goes to Alabama. And Nick Saban, he's a reclamation project for Nick Saban. Nick Saban turns him around. And he then takes the head job at Florida Atlantic. Stays there for 3 years, I think. Does great. And gets to Ole Miss. And I can't remember, was he at Ole Miss 6 years? I'm not exactly sure, but he was at Ole Miss for a while.
Yeah.
But do you blame him for leaving Ole Miss for LSU? I mean, do you think LSU is that great of a job? I do think LSU is a great job, but I'm saying, I know you're watching something. I'm
actually not. I'm looking straight above you.
I'm saying,
I wish I was. I have stupid hockey in the background. I don't even really understand it.
Good, then you'll pay attention.
I'm looking just straight at the,
yeah. So Lane Kiffin, he goes to LSU. My thing is LSU doesn't seem to have tolerance with coaches. Les Miles, Ed Ogeron, national champion winners, they're discarded. Brian Kelly gets fired during the season after he had a winning record at the time. But that is my only thing is you're going to LSU, the expectations are going to be high. You may only have 2 years. Like if you don't win and go to the playoffs in 2 years, you're going to be out, in my opinion. Where at Ole Miss, I think that he would have had more of a grace period to get around that. What are your thoughts?
I think LSU has the greatest potential.
They do. I agree.
I don't know if LSU, I think he's a better fit than Brian Kelly was.
Brian Kelly's not a fit anywhere. He's a douchebag.
He definitely wasn't a fit there.
No. Well, he had a great fake Southern accent.
He did have a nice Southern accent.
The fake Southern accent was amazing.
I'm
surprised he hasn't been hired in this cycle.
He will get hired probably.
He's a douchebag. I don't want to hire him. Who's going to hire him?
No, you're not going to. He wins.
He does. Well, he used to win. He didn't win this year.
He won, but he didn't win a championship. But he won. I don't know. What was their record?
They didn't make the. I don't think they made the. Did they make the playoffs in his time? I'm not sure. No, he was fired this year when he had a winning record, but they got smoked by someone. Let me just check. Brian Kelly's mansion in Baton Rouge is on the market. It couldn't happen to a better guy.
What did he say?
Brian Kelly, his mansion is now on the market at in Mississippi. Couldn't happen to a better guy. But I just listen. I hate Notre Dame, but what he did to Notre Dame was unfathomable. Like nobody leaves Notre Dame for another job. He was the first coach since like Ara Parsegian or I can't remember the guy's name, to leave Notre Dame for another job.
Right.
Without getting fired. He was 92-39 at Notre Dame. But at LSU, he did have a high winning percentage, but he didn't win the big games. So his first season in 2022, he won the SEC West, and he went 10-4. They didn't make the playoffs, I don't believe. So in 2023, they went 10-3. But again, they didn't make the playoffs because they lost to Ole Miss. But they did beat Missouri. They ended up losing to Alabama, and they finished with a 3-game winning streak. They won their bowl game against Wisconsin, 35-31, 10-3. 2024, this was when it started to go a little bit sour. This was when, they were projected high. And he lost his third season opener to USC, and they ended up finishing 8-4. And they won the Texas Bowl against Baylor, 44-31. Now this year they came in ranked very, very high, because they had Garrett Nussmeier. LSU had a 5-3 record, but they were 2-3 in the SEC at the time. And that's when he got fired. So he finished his tenure at LSU with a 34-14 record in 4 seasons.
What are you doing up, dude?
What? Are you talking to your kid?
I think he's not feeling well. What's wrong? Come here.
No, he's got to go to bed.
Oh.
Why won't he go to bed?
Feel a little bit better now you threw up or no?
He threw up?
What do you think it is? What'd you eat for dinner?
Did he poop?
Oh, he ate some bad salmon.
Oh, yeah. Tell him he needs to take a nice poop. He'll feel better.
Did you take a poo? Did you drink any water?
Yeah, take a poop.
Ginger ale?
Get some crackers. No, he needs some saltines.
Maybe get some crackers. There's some crackers.
Saltines.
Something that'll make it that feeling go away.
Yes, it'll settle your stomach.
You want to go grab some crackers? They're up there.
And if you have ginger ale.
Are you getting hunted down here? Oh. Well, you might have to just steam it, I guess. I mean, it's not your fault. You're sick.
Well, I mean, it is a little bit. He ate the salmon. He shouldn't have eaten the salmon. He should have been smarter than that.
He normally likes salmon.
I'm kidding. But Brian Kelly, okay.
Yes.
He goes 6-2, 6-2 in the SEC his first 2 years, 5-3 last year. He starts this year off 2-3. He's fired with a 5-3 record. Now, I thought it was a little premature to fire him. They had a great win coming out the gate against Auburn, but not Auburn, Clemson. But Clemson was just horrible. But he just couldn't get things going there. But he has one of the highest winning percentages of LSU coach. So that's why I'm saying, Lane Kiffin. Oh, look, see, we're above 100 viewers without me having to crash out. Oh, I got off the phone with General Mills. Apparently, they're closed.
You got off the phone with who?
Oh my God, this guy's great. He's got to be like our sidekick. I got off the phone with General Mills. Apparently, they're closed. The night told me, the custodian told me to kick rocks. I told them Notre Dame and that Rudy is garbage.
Hans Gruber's a legend.
The night custodian told me this not to keep calling. He probably has Rudy. He said he probably has Rudy on Blu-ray.
Oh my God.
Hans Gruber, I hate Rudy too. I hate Rudy with a passion. You know why I hate Rudy with a passion? Because I played college football at the University of Connecticut. And when scout team guys would come at me like it was Super Bowl 55, it would drive me nuts. And I would grab them by the throat, throw them to the ground, and say, stop it. I have to play on Saturday. I don't need this bullshit. What does he want?
Let's go upstairs.
I'm feeling good.
I just threw up chunks of salmon and sticks.
See, it's the salmon. You fucked him with the salmon. Oh, can she hear me? Oh, I'm sorry.
Salmon? I didn't do anything to the salmon. Sandwich? I didn't have a sandwich.
You ate his sandwich.
You ate his sandwich.
I didn't say it was for lunch. That's not true.
That was his.
That was for him. That was for Troy. You're stealing Troy's food, and you're making him eat salmon, and you're getting him sick.
It's all nonsense.
I'm calling DCFS. Are you still looking at Troy? What's he doing? Oh, you're muting yourself. Don't mute yourself. You can't leave me out of the conversation. I want to hear what's going on. I was giving good advice. I said crackers, ginger ale, and take a nice poop. And he'd feel better. That's what I said. You don't give a 10-year-old salmon. 10-year-olds don't eat salmon. Get him a sloppy Joe. Oh, Christy, goddamn you. You're still watching? Yeah, I am impassioned. You don't give a 10-year-old salmon. What 10-year-old eats salmon? Christy, at 10 o'clock tomorrow, Joe D is going to be sassing me up a storm. Don't you worry. I'm gonna be drinking my Starbucks too close to the microphone, and it's gonna infuriate him. And yeah, but yeah, you don't give a 10-year-old. Who gives a 10-year-old salmon?
He likes salmon.
Did he order it? He didn't order. You're telling me you went to your 10-year-old son Troy and said, "Troy, we're gonna get DoorDash tonight." Oh, Sean, I don't know what's worse, eating salmon or watching Sean Astin cry and repeat.
Oh, that's so funny.
Poor Joe D having to call women's hockey and soccer. He doesn't call, I don't think he calls women's hockey. I think he does volleyball. And please continue. You know what, Chris D? You're the only one who can irritate Joe D more when we show him the Toledo Huskies. He's right about that. He's right about that. The Toledo Huskies. We've gotten so many Toledo transfers. Christy, you need to come on tomorrow. The UConn Mudheads. You need to come on tomorrow, and because the only person who can irritate Joe D at times more than me is your comments, and when I read them out. So I kind of need you just to be my shield. Can you just do that? Just be my protection. You know, all you have to do is comment. Nobody knows who you are. You're Batman. Maria Conlon, unfortunately, I haven't been able to get a hold of her. I'm going to try again. I've tried to get a hold of her all day, so I don't know if they were playing away. But yeah, I'll text her in the morning. She should be on. But yes, if you can come on and like we did on Rebel Republic, they say that they pay the protesters. You're going to be my paid protester. I'll Venmo Christy $20 to make comments specific to Tatum. Well, it takes the onus off of me. That's when I know you're tired. All right, so
I'm with you.
So Indiana, Miami. Miami is the U. Michael Irvin is he does more blow than anyone. He's running up and down the sidelines. He's sweating.
I love Michael Irvin.
I love Michael Irvin too. Good for him. Cocaine's a hell of a drug, and he does plenty of it. It's good that Cristobal has him on the sidelines. I mean, he looks more excited than anyone. But Indiana they have such a power running game, which I love. They have the Heisman Trophy winner with Mendoza. He has been exceptional, and he legitimately seems to be grateful, appreciative of all the success he's had and the journey that he's gone through. I mean, he's a transfer. What do you think, and what do you see for this game?
Indiana, I think, is the best team. I think they're going to win. I don't see them. It's hard for me to believe that they could get beat.
Yeah, I think so too. I think anything's possible, and Miami's in FU mode, and Indiana is the first team to, I think, get to the playoffs. Well, there's only been 1 year of it, but with the bye, get to the championship with the bye. Right. But Cignetti, I just think it's his year. he has done this without spending a fortune like Texas Tech or Oregon or any of these other teams that buy the best players and expect to win the national championship. I think Cignetti's year. I think they're tough up front. They're balanced with their attack. They run the ball well. They have two really good, big, strong, physical backs. And I think that they are going to I mean, I think they're going to win. I think they're definitely going to cover the spread. Miami, it's a great story. It's great to see the U back. The U being back for college football, I think, is amazing overall. But, like, you know, Oregon shutting out Texas Tech. Texas Tech spent like $70 million on their players, and they get shut out. Indiana throttling Alabama. I love that. I like Ty Simpson, but I love that they throttled them. Ole Miss beating Georgia was a shocker. I did not expect that. My college football compadre that I do a show with, he picked Ole Miss. I was impressed with that. But I think we both picked Miami. We've gone with Miami and Indiana all the way. He liked Oregon. He thought, he picked Indiana, but he said that Oregon, because of their offense, they'd have a chance to stay in the game. I never expected Indiana to drop 56 on them. So going into this game, you know, Miami beat Ole Miss 31-27. Indiana beats Oregon 56-22. I think Indiana's win over Oregon was tougher and more impressive. And I think the U's dream comes to an end. And I also think Monday night we should do, like we did last year, a watch along. Would you do a watch along?
Yeah.
By going on the pizzeria again?
Is that what we did for the national championship last year?
Yeah, we had a good crowd for it. Yeah. We had people come on. My dream is to not work and be paid for it. Chris D, God damn you. You watched me to watch you watched all Rebel Republic. If you pay me, I will stand outside David St. Benedict's office. You got to stop saying St. Benedict. Phil Hunt called me today. I'm probably going to get yelled at for something. Everyone yells at me. I got Joe D. I got Figiano's father. I got someone's going to yell at me. But Miami seems to be on a charmed challenge. You're right. They are playing home. They are playing near their home stadium. That is very true, Chris D. I will give you that. That is very true. I just don't think – I think I would like to see the coach from the film Hoosiers beat – This is the fucking comment of the year. Look at this. I want to see the coach from the film Hoosiers beat up the coach from the film from Rudy. Well, unfortunately, the coach from Hoosiers is dead. This is Gene Hackman. I don't know if the coach from the film from Rudy is still alive. It was Ara Parsegian and then the other guy. But, oh, my God.
Oh, my God. That's phenomenal.
I hated Rudy. I hated Rudy with a passion when I got to college.
You did?
And yeah, well, my parents are good friends with a Notre Dame alum. And he's a super fan and a super booster. Like, this dude had Lou Holtz's number. And he goes to games. He's a lawyer, so he's friends with my dad, and he's a little nerd guy. He never had an athletic bone in his body. He's just a super fan. So that's where my hatred for Notre Dame started. Because I see this guy who's never played a sport, and he's just talking about how great Notre Dame is. And I was young, and then I started to hate Notre Dame. And my friend Dominic Tripp loves Notre Dame.
Right.
So we would go back and forth, and I just developed a hatred of him. And when UConn beat him in 2009, It was just like, oh God, yes. I just felt so good. Andre Dixon running in that touchdown. It felt so good.
Oh, that's so funny.
It was just all my release. I just got my release. I got such a powerful release after like 30 years. Just a powerful release. UConn goes to Notre Dame and beats them. And then Charlie Weiss gets fired. You couldn't make my life any better after that. All right. So you're going with Indiana. I'm going with Indiana
I think
well.
blowout.
I hope it's not a blowout because a lot of them have been. St. Benedict. I call him St. Benedict because Christy, he's going to ruin our lives because we're in the Big East. We just, Christy, just so you know, UConn beat Seton Hall, and Big East Energy said that Seton Hall was going to win and give us problems and all this. And this was after he yelled at me last week when I did the Husky hoops on my own and basically screamed about us being in the Big East and how it hurts us and we can win 10 national championships and it won't make a difference. And it's true because we don't get money from broadcast rights, licensing, merchandising. I mean, we get pennies on the dollar for broadcasting. And then we go to the tournament. The women win the tournament last year. They get paid $650,000 because we got one team. The Big East got one team in the tournament. The SEC got $8 million because they got the most teams in. College football is a business, so you could win 10 national championships. The Big East is never going to get. Mark yelled at me because he thinks that I was saying stupid things, ignorant things that. We're not going to get teams in and being in the Big East hurts us and this and that. He said we'd get 5 Big East teams in. And Dave kind of concurred with that. Dave said it would be us, Seton Hall, St. John's, Villanova, and Georgetown.
Right.
I don't see that as happening. But I also
I said 3, I think.
No, you said you could see 5. You could see 5.
I said 3.
You said UConn. You said St. John's, Seton Hall, and Nova. And I'm pretty sure you said probably Georgetown could get in.
No, I did not. That might have been Joe.
Oh, okay. But yes, I mean, I think 2, maybe 3 at most. I mean, Seton Hall isn't. They have a tremendous record. They're not ranked. The only 2 teams from non-Power 4 conferences that are ranked in the top 25 are UConn and Gonzaga. That's my point. That's like, I know that we're winning. I know that we're doing great, but I'm saying it's going to come to an end. Well, you said the same. Thank you. You said the same thing. Excuse you. I'd love to hear how you probably fart loud too. I bet they smell awful. Troy's fart must have smelled awful. I mean, the look on your face, the gas that comes out of him, Jesus, because you're feeding fucking salmon. So is this? Does any of this get to go on my documentary that we've changed?
Your documentary is going to be great because of my ideas.
The first thing, the prosthetic goes, I'm going back on the scooter. I'm going to be on my walker, my car, going to get the scooter out, get on my knee scooter, and then I'm going to knock on doors and get my petition signed and say, "Hi, I'm Steve Cully. I'm running for Congress." And then I'm in my debate. All I have to say is, so you just going to attack handicapped people? You don't like the disabled?
You don't like the disabled?
That's your strategy? That's your strategy? You want to pick on me because I'm handicapped? Yeah. It's like being a racist. It's worse than being racist.
Yeah, it's making fun of the handicap.
Yeah. What do you think of autistic people? What do you think of them?
I guess not much.
So that's how they win. So that's how I win. So we'll shoot the rest of it. But Phil called me today. I'm nervous about that. I wonder what I did. Anyway,
what do you think you did?
I don't know. I don't know. Do we have a meeting set with them?
No, nobody's reached out to me.
Okay, that may be why. May be why. Okay.
Oh wait, I have a message from the Yukon Huskies. What is this?
Hans Gruber said your kid's eating salmon right now. He's going to be a Navy SEAL. He ate Lucky Charms as a kid. You're giving your kid salmon?
Yeah. That's
I hope.
Yes.
I don't know if it's Hans Gruber and Chris D, if they both have notifications when we go live, so they get notified.
Right.
You can set notifications.
Right.
That's got to be how Chris D always finds me, and it's hilarious. He'll find me when I'm doing my boring insurance show, and he'll just like what are you doing? He'll just laugh. Hans Gruber said your kid's a warrior. Your kid's a Navy SEAL. He's eating salmon. You probably gave him raw salmon.
Oh my God.
All right. So we got Joe D tomorrow. Please send me a link early so I don't have to be well, you do have the text chain, but I'm not allowed to text or call Joe D.
You are. You are.
I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I don't. But yeah, we'll do that, and Husky Hoops will be great.
Oh my God!
But great show. So we did the playoffs. You like San Fran, which is good. Buffalo, I like, you like, so I think that's good, and I think we think Indiana's going to win. So we'll do the national championship watch along Monday. I'll make a post even promoting it, and then I'll post that on Facebook because people like if you can do it, well, you should do it because you have more followers. You can do it as a event and invite people. That's what I would do. I would post it as an event and invite people and say that I'll bring my connector if anyone wants to call in, or we'll send them the link that they can come on and join us and talk.
Right.
That's what we'll do. We'll have them on. So if they want to come on and watch and talk with us for a while. Hans Gruber, I got a cease and desist letter from General Mills.
Sick.
It's because I told him I hated Notre Dame, and he said he was going to call General Mills and get an I hate Notre Dame cereal.
Oh my God.
Between Hans Gruber and Chris D, I like that they make life so much better.
They do. They're hilarious.
I would Venmo Chris D $1,000 to find out his identity. Hans Gruber, we already know. He was in Die Hard. He was going after Bruce Willis,
right?
Who's got the dementia, but yeah, I would pay $1,000 to know who Chris D is.
I wonder who Chris D really is.
I know that's what makes it so cool. He knows everything. He knows everything about us. He always wants Burton.
Yeah. He's always after Burton.
He always wants answers from Burton.
And he wants answers from King, not King.
Saint Benedict, I call him. Now
Yeah.
he calls him Saint Benedict, which is hilarious. I love it.
Yeah.
But look, I mean, how can you? This is unbelievable to me. So 112 people are watching this Moneyline.
Yeah.
Just a jackass sports show.
Jackass.
Rebel was at like 50.
Yeah.
And then we got it up to 100 because you were doing my documentary.
Mm-hmm.
It really is like the later you go, Christy.
Oh, I would agree with that. Yeah.
Oh my God, Christy. I was there when Randy took us off the field at Kentucky. He just said, go. He said, don't shake hands. We weren't allowed to shake hands. We left. Field when Kentucky throws a Hail Mary as time expired to win 45-14. When I don't remember that. And I rate Randy Edsall dragging his They did? They threw a Hail Mary as time expired? I don't remember that. I was in at the end, but I was terrified because I got beat. Don't ask me to find out who Chris is. I got killed by a guy with no shoes hanging on to a lady's watch. So embarrassing. Glad I fell. Oh my God. These two.
Hans Gruber and
Christy, I just want to know for 1,000 Big East Energy. Yeah. Christy, for 1,000, if I Venmo'd you $1,000, would I get your identity? That's all I want to know. Would $1,000
blocked by blocked by Donato?
Yes, I am blocked on stores. Thanks for reminding me. I have no access to Store Central. I have access to Source Central. I have zero access to the forums. I can't get on any of those, the Boneyard or anything. I got blocked. They kicked me off of that. The Hula Bowl. We still don't know. And I hope Joe Figiano did not play. Mr. Figiano loves him some Hula Bowl. Yes, Mr. Figiano blamed me for Joe. He's sad, and he blames me for saying that he abandoned and quit on his team. He said I was being petty, and they have long-term goals, and they as a family make decisions because they're God people of God. They're probably fucking Scientologists.
I don't think they're Scientologists.
I know they're not Scientologists. They're Christian off the ass. Figiano fact checked. No, I mean, we did fact check and we couldn't find him anywhere. So that's why I'm saying, like, this dickwad pulls out of the bowl game for what? What did he pull out of the bowl game for? The bowl game was December 27th. It is now January 13th. If he didn't play in the Hula Bowl, he would have had plenty of time to heal from any injury, from anything, to play in the Shrine game. Would he not? Okay, that's what I get.
Yeah, well, I think
I know you want to go. I know. You want to go. I know. But I'm right. There's nothing on dipshit playing in the Hula Bowl.
Shit.
Dipshit. Figiano.
Oh. You hate Figiano.
I do.
Question is why?
What? The question is why?
Yes.
I've made it very clear why. And I posted it.
Right.
I posted it, and Uwe made me take it down. Because he quit and abandoned his team. You're a 7th-year fucking senior. You're a leader. Everyone looks up to you. They've made you look like fucking gold. That's what they did. They made him look like gold. He had Cam Edwards, carried him. Skylar Bell. He's got tight ends. Yeah, I mean, this dipshit, he's got 28 touchdowns, 1 interception because he played like dog shit against Air Force because the pressure was on him because he thought he was a Heisman candidate. Because that was after ESPN mentioned him in the top 5. He was the 5th as like a dark horse Heisman candidate. And he played awful against Air Force. He threw for like 100 and something yards. It was disgusting. So this is a time where leaders step up. And this kid could have said, I'm a 7th-year senior. Everyone looks up to me. I'm going to say, you know what? We're going to get this 10th win. We're going to set the record for FBS wins for UConn and play in the Fenway Wasabi Bowl. Instead, they take a team vote and 40% don't want to play. So Figiano's like, well, if they're not all in, then I'm not all in. I'm out. And they practice, and Skylar Bell rallies everyone to come back, and he gets guys in the portal to play. And Skylar Bell only plays 1 series, so he got all of us. And these people, we travel well, and all these fans, supporters, alumni spent money, a lot of money, to go to Fenway to watch and support UConn and support the fucking replacements. That's what Chris Bellamy told me. Chris Bellamy called them the replacements because there was Cam played a half. You got a quarterback who hasn't taken a snap he took 1 snap all year, who was a redshirt, who was technically the 4th string quarterback. So yeah, it could have been a time for Figiano to show I'm a leader. I'm going to take control. I'm going to stand up and say, you know what? I'm going to do the right thing. We're going to finish this season. I'm going to play. Who's with me? He says that, it's a different story. And I know people have said that even with Morris staying, they would have probably checked out of the Fenway Bowl. We're fucking UConn. We're Are you looking? You're checking your phone right now?
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
We're UConn. Last year, we were thrilled to get in the Fenway Bowl. This year, because we beat Duke, the ACC champion, we thought we should have gone to Tampa. We thought we should have gone to Alabama. We thought we should have gone out west. And because of that, we someone peed in our Cheerios, and we don't want to play anyone. So Mel Brown, he's at Colorado State. Good for him. Juice Vereen, with his he's an exceptional player, a great blocker, great hands as a receiver, catches everything. Juice Vereen had catches in 7 out of the 12 games we played.
Okay.
So blow me. And he was targeted 1 million times. I'm not wrong, but whatever. He had 22 catches, 5 touchdowns. Let's give him $1 billion. Let's give him a bag of fucking money. He earned it. 22 catches, 5 touchdowns. Let's give him a bag of money. He is a stud. You know what he is? He's a bag of shit.
It doesn't matter.
Because you know what? You put him on the line, he can't block. Every time he went in, they threw the ball because they couldn't do anything with him to block. So that's what I have to say. All right. I'll try to follow up with Maria. 10 o'clock tomorrow, Husky Hoops. Anyone who's still here, you can donate to the Cully Fund, Venmo at Husky Talk. We got to get money. Dave, we're working on our program. We're gonna get paid. We're gonna get him paid. So I will close the show. What?
I can't get the scanner.
For the high school thing?
I can't get the news scanner to work.
Eating a salmon sandwich at 10. The kid should get a Medal of Honor now.
I feel bad for him. He's not feeling good.
Yeah, because you did it to him. You got the kid he gets a 10-year-old salmon.
It doesn't matter.
You get him sloppy joes. Get him a sloppy
doesn't
Joe.
matter.
Get him a Happy Meal. He's 10.
It doesn't matter.
I was reading you the Turtle Boy story. You're not paying attention. You're confused. I'm telling you what's going on, and you're mocking me.
It doesn't matter.
They sued the Wachusett Youth Football League. What would happen if they sued your league?
That's suing my league.
What would happen?
I'm not the owner of it, so I don't know what would happen.
Okay. But wouldn't you be upset if a parent from your team, like I said that came and said they're gonna gouge a kid's eyes out, and you wouldn't take it as a threat, like they do in Massachusetts and Wachusett, because the kid has a disability.
I know. I mean,
no, you said that you would talk to him. Jesus, are you going to give him a bag?
I don't want to go down that route again.
Why were you so weird about going down that route?
Because I don't know, like without knowing, it's just with autism.
But I told you, I read it to you. You were knowing.
Just telling me what is said. I don't know the story though. I'm not there.
All right, I'm sending you the story. Just look at it when you get a chance. The story had more to do with the father being physical with the kid when he did something wrong and came off the field. And the father's not a coach at practice, and he comes on the sidelines, he grabs his kid and motherfucks him. He yells at him so much that another parent has to intervene. Your son is Rambo. So I sent you the story to read on Turtle Boy. Please read it.
Pack of glass to play with.
Will you please read it? You promise me you'll read it?
I'll read it, yeah.
All right. I know you yawn and you act like you're tired, but then you go to bed at 3 a.m. Will you go to bed at a reasonable hour tonight?
No, because until I get this working right, I'm not. Okay. I can't.
I know. Because we got to make you money, and I need the high school version so I can get it to everyone and start getting the meetings.
Getting errors all over the place now.
All right, I'll leave you. I'll leave you to it.
Such a fucking headache.
Well, Dave, you know what? Albert Einstein probably said the same thing when he was inventing the fucking light bulb.
That's right? True.
Or electricity or whatever. You know, all great men like you are going to be remembered forever.
No, I won't be remembered. I won't even be remembered past. I won't even be remembered.
Yes, you want to have a legacy. That's what I learned from life insurance. My life insurance show. I learned about whole life insurance policies, term life insurance, which is better, which makes you the most money, and it's tax free.
We told what's his name to do that with us.
What do you mean? We told what's his name to do that with us?
We told Belcourt to do that with us.
Oh well, Belcourt is. Yeah, he's you know,
not interested.
I got a show with him tomorrow at 4:00.
You do?
Yeah, him and Kaz wanted to come on again.
What are you guys doing?
I don't know. Him and Kaz are coming on again because he wants to do. I mean, we'll talk sports, obviously, and they want to talk what's going on with UConn. Belcourt wants to do a podcast with Rennell Jump And he wants to have a meeting and talk about that with Rennell. Now I got to pretend to eat salmon in front of my kids tomorrow.
On your
Hans Gruber's
on
got
your
kids.
YouTube channel.
No, I want it on yours, dipshit. Yours.
Why would they do it on mine?
Because I'm working with you. We just have separate things because I don't make money off YouTube like you do. So I have to do other stuff and have sponsors and do all this shit to get by. I don't get paid for anything. So that's why I have insurance shows. But no, I want them to do. I want it on your channel because that will be more beneficial. And between the two of them, they can pay $3,000 a month, and they'll get something out of it.
They're not doing that.
Why are you so negative? Why do you have to be so negative? Why do you have to piss on my Cheerios?
I'm not.
Maybe
they'll pay you. They ain't paying me.
What do you mean they're not paying me? Yeah,
They might pay you.
I am not doing this without getting us both paid. I'm not going to do it without you. I have to do the other shit because
it's not working. Yeah.
I have to, take $1,000, $800 here, there, just to get by. It's not because I want to. I want sponsors for us, for your YouTube channel that we can share. And your YouTube channel is worth a lot. And I just did an ad for it that I'm running saying that we're taking on sponsors and contact me for more information. I just put it up and I spent a lot of money to do it.
Wow. Good. Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, no, I mean, I
don't know if that's worth doing. But.
Well, how else am I supposed to get sponsors? I mean, I got a cold call. I've done messages on. I've been on Alignable, LinkedIn. I mean, I'm trying. But no, my goal, I don't want to have a YouTube channel. I want everything to be on yours, and that'll increase your viewership and make you more money. And then what do you mean you don't know about that?
I don't know if any of this stuff will make it doesn't increase viewership per se.
My shows have great viewership. What do you mean? Yes, it will. You get paid based on viewership, right?
I think the relative shows are doing really well, but I don't know. I'm not sure about outside.
You get paid based on viewership, correct?
Yes, but I'm saying it might mess up the algorithm with other stuff. Maybe is what my guess is. I'm not sure.
So you're saying, like, if I put my insurance show or my business show with Laban, Broker Than You, that got 20,000 views last week, that goes on. If I
see your stuff has a lot of views.
That you're saying that would mess up your algorithm?
But it seems weird because there's not much interaction with all those views.
Yeah, there's not.
So that must mean you're paying for views.
You can't pay for views.
Of course you can.
No, there's no paying for views. You can pay to boost your post.
Oh, all right. So yeah, you're boosting. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I boost it. Yeah.
Right, but boosting it kills your algorithm. I don't know if you know.
How?
So if you start to run it organically after you've been boosting,
I did with Husky Hoops was organic, and that did great. But the other ones, the insurance ones did not.
Husky Hoops, you did apparently 18,000.
That was organic. That was not with any boosting. College Football Clarity was without any boosting.
Well, then you're getting good viewership then.
Well,
So,
it's 4,000 viewers. It's not anything special, but that's what I'm trying to say, that my goal is to contribute to your viewership so you make more money.
I'm worried that some of this stuff is detracting from my viewership. That's what I haven't figured out yet.
So you think if you took one of my broker than yous and
I don't know. I'm not sure. I really don't know.
You think it would detract from your algorithm?
I'm not sure, is what I'm saying.
So can you explain to me what, by boosting a post, what it does to the algorithm?
So supposedly, if you boost your post, YouTube reads it as being inorganic. And
but they want you to do it though. Then why do they push you to do it?
That's the $50 million question. But yes,
okay,
that's what I read.
Okay.
I don't know if that's true or not.
It's probably true, because there's the drop off, but I mean it's what the insurance shows. The sports shows do okay. But
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, that could also be what's relevant to your channel. I don't know.
Well, I try to have something for everyone. That's why. I mean, I know that you said that it has to be specific, and I'm not specific. I'm all over the place.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Like,
you are sure? You know, you have 1.5 million followers. You know.
I don't know if I always know.
You have 1.5 million subscribers. You know. So if and you built your channel basically with one podcast, right? It was just the Prospect podcast.
Yeah.
But you do it every day, but you built it off of one podcast. My thing is I do fucking 15 of them, different ones. And if it's more damaging, then I'll back off.
I'm getting all these fucking errors now. Fucking A.
All right. I'll let you go.
I might
just please go to bed before like 2 a.m.
I'm going to delete it all and redeploy it.
No, don't do that. You can fix it. Don't delete it all. Do not do that. You'll be up till fucking 5 a.m. Don't do that. Just I'm gonna let you go. You're gonna figure it out. You're not gonna stay up till 5 a.m. Do not fucking start from scratch.
I think I gotta start from scratch.
Oh, Christ.
Instant rollback. Let's go back.
Well, this has been Moneyline.
Moneyline.
Coach Schumann, let's go. I'm Steve Cully, the best podcast host in the universe. Remember, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Take 2 oranges, throw them back at life. And remember, I'm Steve Cully, and I'm running for Congress.